Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yay. Back on good old Satisfactory, back on our modded playthrough. And if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video, down there, along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager, so you can download and install mods for yourself, yes. Anyway, if we're back on here, going to be continuing along with our power station. I kind of put up some walls and stuff just real quick. I was messing around, kind of playing with this. I like this new style here that I kind of came up with for the block signals. I think that's pretty nice looking thing there, and it's not too intrusive on either side. I guess this side's kind of over half a foundation to build something like that, but it don't look too bad. So I think that's what I'm going to go with anyway. Yep. Just so I could fit the block signals. If the block signals actually were on the same foundation as the rail, I think that would be much better. That would be a much better thing. But I know why they're out there so far is because the sides of the trains were the. I don't know if this. I think that's the air brake system there in the center that sticks out that far. Honestly, they should skinny that up a bit, and then it would just make for a better experience. But anyway, so I was just messing around with that. I also pulled this foundation over one. Well, I didn't pull it over. I deleted it and then rebuilt it, of course. Yeah, I went ahead and moved this over just to allow more room for this here. I mean, I built this before I built these, so I wasn't quite sure. I also went ahead and purchased the rest of the overclockers and filled all these up. Every single one of these now has been completely overclocked as well. I also got rid of all my ladders. Can I hit? Oh, that was close. Dang it. That's okay. Let's see. So I still don't know how much fuel we're going to need for this. I still have yet to find that out. But yeah, I wanted to get the wall up so that I knew where to put my power stuff. So today, our plan, our goal is kind of to get the walkway set up that we're gonna have. We're gonna have a walkway. I'm actually gonna we're gonna try and link it to the train station. The train station's upper level. That's not something I normally do, because it's extremely difficult to get the stuff to line up. It'd be nice if they made the train station's upper platform here, this little upper platform, if it was more susceptible to attaching the catwalk stuff to it. I think that'd just be a much better thing. Because yeah, you can attach this, but if you look how much different that is. Like they need to expand the walkways out so that they fit, so this fits this, because that's the only thing that can attach here. Using even a slight bump. It's not exactly correct, and it's so weird why. Like the train station's the only one that has these, the train station pieces. They're the only ones that have these kind of catwalks. There is not that type of catwalk in the game. So either they need to add another catwalk that fits the train stations, or they need to change the catwalks on the train stations. That honestly, changing the catwalks on the train stations would just be easier. Just to mess around with that model, widen it up a bit, just so it fits the rest of the catwalks. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to be messing around with catwalks today as well. I want to get a catwalk going into the center, because this is where basically the control panel is. As you can clearly see, there's buttons and stuff. Not very detailed, but it's there. And these are the motors. So these have 4 motors per piece. They're all... Okay, that don't really make sense. So, you know me. I'm a big vehicle guy, a big car guy. I do like vehicles. I love engines. I hate working on cars sometimes, but it's stuff like that. And this generator makes no sense to me because these pistons, these are the pistons here. These three. So these technically are they're 6-cylinder engines on each one of these. They're each 6-cylinder engines because it's got a set of pistons on this side and a set of pistons on this side. What doesn't make sense is this motor's not wide enough for these pistons to be going to be pumping compression and stuff like that against each other. Yeah, that's. I don't think I've ever talked about this before. I like fuel generators and stuff in this game, but I've never actually looked at it too closely, and this is probably why. Because I'm, I knew I might go on a rant. Um, yeah, it doesn't really make sense, and even if they're sharing the same cylinder, uh, they wouldn't be able to, even if the pistons were, timed to where this one's out and this one's in, and then this one goes in and this one pops out. That you're moving, moving the air fuel mixture back and forth. You're not actually compressing it. And the way these sound, these are diesel, so um, yeah, these engines are actually, I don't know, are they diesel? Do they sound diesel? Actually, no, they sound like they're gasoline. I mean, that makes sense because the fuel that we make in this game is, I believe it is gasoline because you can run it in a chainsaw, and it works as a jetpack, and yeah, diesel wouldn't be able to do that because you can't exactly ignite diesel. I mean, you can ignite diesel, but it'd have to be a very, very hot flame, much hotter than what you could produce with a lighter or anything like that. I don't know. Anyway, I think these are gasoline. They sound, yeah, I'm trying to remember the sound. I haven't been around these in a while. I always forget, but yeah, and these are the storage tanks up here, obviously. Hard to point. Yeah, you can run in this chainsaw, and you wouldn't be able to build. I don't think you'd be able to build a chainsaw that would be strong enough to run diesel, because diesel uses compression to explode. Um, so, and that would be a very, very heavy duty chainsaw. If you could do it, it'd be a very heavy one. You'd take a bodybuilder to freaking use it, probably. uh, but yeah, these engines don't make sense to me. I mean, it's futuristic game, so and it's a video game all in one. So yeah, maybe they figured out a way. But normally, if you had like a generator like this, it'd be like something this big. It'd probably be like, if it was 6-cylinder engines, probably be just V6s, which they could definitely do that. Like, I wish I knew how to mod, because I would definitely change some of the models in this game, like these things. I would probably turn these into V6s or V8s, and obviously there's no exhaust system for these. Like, it's not hooked up, because this right here, this is what's hooked to the crankshaft, or this is a crankshaft down here, and more likely it's like a timing chain or a timing belt to turn this, because that's how generators work. They turn, they basically they turn an electronic magnet. So the motor just does what the motor does, and the motor just turns an electronic magnet, like an alternator, or like an electronic generator, or like a electric gen. If you're turning it, it generates electricity. That's how generators work. I'm sure a lot of people know that, but anyway, yeah, that's how the generators work. Is they'll you need some kind of outside force in order to turn that generator to produce electricity, whether that be wind power, or whether that be diesel or gasoline engines, or motion of some kind to turn it, because there's no such thing as free energy. You need to spend you do need to spend one kind of energy in order to get either the same kind of energy or a different type of energy. And in this case, we're burning fuel in an engine, so we're burning energy, or spending energy to generate electrical energy, or a centrifugal force. It's hard to explain. But yeah, these are 4 motors apiece, so that's a lot of fuel. These are giant motors as well. Like these things, you would see something like this, like more than likely, if I had to guess, like this type of motor, this would be an inline, like an inline 6 or an inline 4 or something like that. Big old diesel, something you would see either in a semi truck or a train, like here. You would see that in a train. They actually have, or not they, but Andrea Aquila definitely has a train engine right here. So this is a diesel. It's only half. So this is this is definitely a diesel engine. Definitely massive. All the massive engines are usually they're usually diesel. Let's see, these are all exhaust valves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a V12. It's a V12 diesel. Damn. But these are acting like intake ports, though. Weird. Like, this is the intake on top of here. Pipes obviously go down to nothing, but this right here is acting like an exhaust. Or it's acting like an intake, but it's an exhaust. Should be an exhaust anyway. Like, this is acting like the exhaust pipe. These 2 side things. Maybe it's got, like, some kind of injectors or something on the side. Some kind of weirdly placed motor. Don't know what this is on top. This electronic generator, maybe. Crankshaft, and then you've got this, which there should be a belt between these. It's more like an idler, and who knows what that is. And actually, no, that's weird. Why is that like that? Very strange. Very strange motor, but yeah, definitely something you'd see in a train is a big old diesel. Usually they'd be inline 6s because they're skinny. The inline motors are, they're skinny, relatively skinny. It's still giant motors, but yeah. Anyway, catwalks. We need to work on catwalks. As you can see, I'm a big motor guy, so. And these engines, they just don't make sense to me. And if somebody can explain it, that'd be awesome. I'm pretty sure nobody can, considering it's a video game. Who knows why they chose the model, or built the model the way they did. Let's see, is this... Should be having some zoom mode, but wasn't quite sure. Yeah, that's the way I want it. Because if we go here, that's not allowing for that. Yeah, see, it goes through the motor, and I'd rather not have that. Okay. This is basically, this is where it's at. It's gonna be hard to get a thing to the center. You actually need to get up there. Can I get up on top of this? Yeah. That one lines up. I don't know about the rest of them, but this one does. Oh, it doesn't though. Okay, so what we need is a ramp then? That's what you're saying? So we need a ramp in. And then that. Actually, yeah, that's not too bad. I don't mind this. So you come in and then you boop 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 and hit the buttons and start her up, and of course we're gonna need a double walkway instead of a single like I was doing. Oops. going to be a single. Now this one lines up too, so hopefully they all line up like this. I don't mind it if they do. I really don't. Because this actually is not bad. Yeah. I do like that it's kind of multi-level somewhat. It's actually that's actually not too bad. Then you can inspect and stuff like that too. Now obviously we're not going to have walkways in between. That's just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. Okay, how many? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now I know 4. I'm gonna grab this. Oh wait, no. Then we need this. And of course a ramp. I don't know why the ramps want to always do a 2. Very strange. Okay. Let's keep this simple. And then that. Yeah, this is basically how I'm gonna do it. Very nice, very nice. Yep, and we'll be able to access each one of these. Okay. There we go. So, sorry, I had an edge there in my hand. Yep, all of them are now done. And freeze. Perfect. The autosave. Such a good time. Yeah, then you can go right up here and you can just go bloop, access it. See? Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so now we're going to figure out power. I think I'm going to have the power poles on the walkway themselves. See, they're right directly in the middle, but I don't think I'm going to have them in the middle. At least not. I'm going to have them, like, yeah, off to the edge there. There. Yeah. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Do mark 2 poles. I like the line. I don't know when they added that, but that's pretty nice. So now I know how to line these up perfectly. Not even holding control, it's just lining itself up. Which is nice. I do need to fix this as well. Architecture. Like it's 2, and then I have this. Yes, okay. And then power line. So now I can just hook all of these up, just daisy chain them. They should be all perfectly straight as well. As long as I got the placement correct. Okay. And then mark 2. This is mark 2, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright, so this one I'm going to go up to there. to get to the connection point, which is over there. So we just do that with a simple ladder. And I'm just going to put one of these beams up there to keep the roof flat. Okay. Temporarily permanent ladder. I love doing that. So much fun. Oh yeah, and we're going to need a wall to attach it to, so I usually attach it there. Is that good? No, that's too close. Okay. Now hopefully... oh, right. Okay. So one of the things we can do is do that, and then drag this over. And do that. Okay. And then get rid of that. It's like now, unfortunately, it's not quite centered, which is annoying. Actually, no, it's not. Okay. We can fix that with a bit of this here. So we go, was it Alt J? There you go. That was just enough move to center it on the train station itself. Yes, perfect. Okay. Then we just get a bit of power. Connect it there. Connect it there. Connect it there. I'm trying to find the center here. Actually, I would say. I think that's the center right there. Perfect. Connect that right there. Now, obviously, we'll have to put. Well, we'll have to put one on the end, but at least I can connect this up to the power grid. Okay. Would be nice if I could figure out. Really, I'm out of cable. Are you serious? Okay. Hopefully, we'll grab a couple stacks here. Three stacks of cable. That should do us for a long time. Okay. How am I gonna get up there? Nah, we'll just take the walkway. Walkway up here. Yeah, that'll work. And just take that way instead. Much better. Let's make ourselves a hole here. Alrighty. Now getting over to the train station, that's gonna be fun. Hey! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I made that. I actually was on the edge of my seat there. Look. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Now we can freaking hook up some power. I cannot believe I haven't ran out of cable in so long. I haven't needed cable in so long. I just started using Mark II stuff because I'm just like, forget the Mark I, man. Unless I just don't care at that particular moment. Okay. I should be able to... Oh, wow. Oh, I can't? Really? Interesting. Didn't realize that I couldn't, okay. There we go. And that'll power this whole system up. And then the train will be linked. Oh. Get up. There we go. What? I don't know what just came out of me there. Just my brain broke for a second as the game froze. I was just like, what? I can't make that. I can't reproduce this crap, man. Anyway, okay, that'll take care of that. So now the train station is hooked to this system. So also they need to readjust their connection points on uh, their fuel gens. Look at that, ugly, 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 ugly. Get out of here. That is butt ugly. Okay, so I think we won't be able to have a dual walkway. I don't think. I think a single walkway is all we're going to be able to use. And this walkway is just for inspection anyway. There's no real things to access. Although I might make some access points. Yeah, because if we try to put a walkway here, we're going to end up going through the motor, and I hate that. I do not want that. No, no, no. No, sir. That is, there's a ladder on these. How do you access that ladder? Oh, you'd have to be up there? Oh, you access it from the... Okay. That's cool. Thought I was going to have to somehow get a walkway over to that platform, but no. So use use the ground level to access that. That's fine. Okay. One more. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. No, we're not going to do that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's just not going to work. Yeah, it's just for inspection, so. Whee. Ooh, I've done that before. Pretty sure my friend's gonna end up doing it too, once he starts playing this game properly. He's gonna forget, like I have many a times. And one more. And that should be the access point for this. Perfect. Very nice. That we can walk right down the middle. And what's not. Very good, very good. So now we'll go to this side, we'll round the corner, and then we'll repeat over there, over here. We'll repeat all that. How many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, 5. Okay. So one more. And the corner. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's not good, is it? Nope, that is not good. Where's my fuel train? I need my fuel train to come through here. Yeah, I think that's a little close. What we might do is we might have to, like, figure out something else. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna do this. Oh wait, I can't. Let's see here. Like, yeah, even if it was It's gonna end up in the train, unfortunately. Okay. Is there anything I can do about it though? Like, can I like architecture? I could probably figure something out. Like if we instead of doing a corner like that, we do. Oh, that's gonna be hard to do though. Yeah, it's gonna be very hard to do. We could. Well, I don't think we could corner like this. As long as it doesn't go through any moving parts, I'm fine with that. It's just that that was unfortunate that it's that close. Way up here. So I want to put a. Oh man, you could like touch the train. That's how close this is. Okay, yeah, definitely. Gonna have to do it like that. No, you have to have the walkway on it. I was like, can we do something about that rail? That's actually not bad, per se. Like, we could definitely, definitely do the corners like that, instead of doing, like, a sharp corner like this. That would give access to this ladder, I suppose. Just this one, though. Of course. So we go architecture. I'm just trying to get it to work with all. Yeah, that allows you to get access up here. And I might put like walkways in between each one of those towers there. So you can walk from tower to tower. Yeah, this gives access to like the corners. And we'll just call that, and then it looks like it's supposed to, you know. So this one's probably gonna be. Oh, whoops! I missed that one. That's okay. Okay, and then so what I was doing was I was like this. We switch it over to default. Perfect. Alright. There we go. Yeah, very nice. So now everything is connected. Connectoid. Whatever. Everything's connected and the walkway is partially set up. We still got a bit to do, though, on our walkway here. But yeah, I got all the power lines. So this makes a complete circuit now, so which is nice. And we're connected to power, which is really good. So now I want to get a walkway up to this. I don't know if that's going to be possible though, given the angles and whatnot. So we're gonna try though. We're gonna try. Okay, no. Ugh. Why? Why is it like this? Annoying. This is why I don't like it. It's too annoying to deal with. Yeah, because if I was to like it matches up that, but it doesn't match up anywhere else. So it's like if I was to do this, right, and then I was to do this, right, and now we have a problem. I can't go up one more. We almost have to ladder up if we want to get it correct. So we ladder up. And now we're too high. Right. Now what we can do is we can go down one. And then I'll probably put it at about the level we need anyway. Not quite. Like I said, it's really hard to line this stuff up without any hassle. It's almost like it's not worth it. I hate these walkways. I do not like them. They're not my fan. So yeah, it looks like we're probably going to let's see, we could do a 90 degree like this. No. We go out one. Yeah, because I want to slope it down, but I don't want to get into. I suppose that's not too bad, but I kind of want to do something a little safer, maybe. So maybe we do like a bridge here, and then we do a 90-degree turn into the train station, and then we do our ramps. There we go. Yeah, that's not too bad. So now it's like if something comes in on the train, you can just, and you need to access one of those, you can just go straight up and over. That's actually not too bad. I actually kind of like that. We'll do it on the other corner as well. We won't be able to do it on the other side, so it'll kind of be asymmetrical. But that's just because the other side is a PR disaster waiting to happen, I tell you. I was over there, I was like putting down the poles and the train came by, and it just was like, holy crap. It's just like, damn. But I do want this to be symmetrical on the train station itself, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over. Because the other one, it's the corner that's end up going to be being used, so. What we'll do is we'll get rid of this, this, and this. And we'll get rid of this. Oops, I need this one. So we'll put that one in, yep, that's correct. And then we'll take out the corner piece. And then we need to make it into a walkway like this. And then one of these. And then a corner, and then a ramp. There you go, just had to move it over one. And that works, right? Yeah, that works just fine. Okay, so now we'll do it on the other side. And then we got our walkways in, and then everything's not so bad. We'll probably put some supports. I don't know how we're going to do the supports on these. The thing is I hate about the supports is that the walkways are so thin that when the supports go in, it glitches through into the rest of the walkway. And it's just like, it's like, damn it. Why? Okay, and then one of those. So it's really hard to do like walkway supports unless you set it up just right to where the supports will be not inside the walkway. We'll see what we can do though. Oh, that's not a good walkway, is it? I guess we'll have to do that one over there because I didn't even think about that. So we'll put that corner back then. Take this one out. We could actually probably do like this. Get rid of that. And then do this. then do this. Then do that. And then do that. There we go. And we walk away from it. That means I'm going to move this power pole over slightly. Yeah, put it in the middle. Yeah, we could put it in the corner, actually. No. I like it here. That's a good spot for it. Okay. But yeah, I'll show you the PR disaster waiting to happen here. So you're walking along this, you know, gonna go check out generator number 25. Look how close the train gets. Like, you can literally reach out and grab that and rip your arm off. But here at WSI, we don't cover for stupid, so... Well, like, we'll provide, you know, we'll provide safety as a number one concern. But if you decide to be stupid, then that's your own problem. Sorry. You can't sue us for you being retarded. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Doesn't mean you always should. It's like I could reach out and touch that train. But should I do that? Is the question. We're going to be getting really close to the train here. That's a disaster. The only problem is the train is going to be gone as well. Ooh, that's going to be like real close. Let's hope it's fine. I guess we'll have to wait for the train to confirm that. But yeah, the supports I was talking about, like, let's say we use these, right? Let's go here. Yeah, let's say, okay, that's good support. It's good support placement. Now look at this. Oh. I stand corrected. Yeah, okay, so is it when you put it on the... put it like this? No, actually, pushes it down. Oh, weird. I was having some... Actually, that pushed it down even further, which is nice. I was having issues with this before. Okay. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Then. Yeah, I was doing walkway supports for... I can't remember. I think it might have been for the oil collection, the oil station. Yeah, this kind of pushes it into the ground a little bit. And there's a bit of a gap there, but I don't think you'll notice. It's like either that or we just go like this. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. Yeah, we can use these little supports here. Here comes the fuel train, so that'll be perfect to test. Need to make sure that the train doesn't touch our thing, because look how close we are. Pretty damn close. And I've also, since we installed the tanks last episode, we have been filling them up, and I think we're completely full now, so... Which is good. This is a good thing. We're not completely full, but we're close enough. Okay. I'm gonna stand right here in the corner. Oh my gosh, dude. Holy crap. You almost get hit by it. That's how close that is. Oh my gosh. gosh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it though. That's like you could stop the train at its closest point to that rail, and you probably could just about slip a piece of paper in between that. Oh my gosh. Oops, I'm doing this the wrong way again. Uh, like when you mess up on a one-night stand. You can't slip a, can't even slip a piece of paper in between this. I won't give any more detail, because if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. We were all young once, right? Or is it just me who makes those mistakes? uh, there we go. Yeah, this is looking good. Oops. Should have been there. Okay. And then over here. Rubber placement. Yeah. Oh, is that going to line it up for me? It is. I'll take it. I'll take the green line up line if it's going to line up correctly. Oh, no save lag. Okay. There. I think one more. Yep. Alright, so now we just gotta... Oh wait, we won't put supports underneath here because there won't be any walking room for one, and for two there really isn't enough room to put any kind of supports. And not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so the last thing we gotta do is we gotta figure out how we're gonna get power down here. There is one way we could do it. Yeah, so we gotta get power to these pumps down here. If we can find the correct spot underneath, because this is underneath the train station here. If we can find the correct spot where we can take power through, like, either a power pole through the ground or something of that nature. Just something of that nature. You gotta find it doesn't matter on the spot on the top where it goes down in through here. We can always maneuver it around. I did not climb the right one, did I? Nope. Oh, I hit my head on the ceiling. Like, bonk. Good thing I'm wearing a helmet, huh? It's a space helmet. Okay. Oh, we could use one of these pillars to make that work. We go directly underneath this one here. if we put a... Okay, then we'll go underneath this. And then we'll go ladder. And we'll ladder downwards. Into the pit. Into the pit we go. Grab on. Okay. So power, Mark II outlet. There we go. So now the outlet's like in the ground. So I'm going to connect from here. It's underneath this one, right? Yeah, and it's over here. Is it there? Let's see how we did. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay, so there's our power connector. And while we're up here, just take this. We need to get it over to this spot. Just trying to like skip a foundation here. Okay, I won't skip a foundation. We will. Power to there, and then we just need to connect this to that. I'm actually going to upgrade that to a Mark II. Okay. Perfect. I'll go up here. So now that's connected. We just need to connect between that upper thing. But I want to get out of here first. I want to get out of here and put our foundations back. That's a sneaky way of hiding it. Kinda. Hold on, if I can... Power to here instead of there. Wait, did that interfere with that? Oh, I just never hooked it up. Yeah, I was just thinking about that too. I was just like, yeah, if I go from here to here, yeah, you're gonna see that. Okay. So we're gonna go from there. Oh, from there to there's already done. And then we're gonna go from there to there. Whoa! Hold on. Actually got a better idea. So much for that. Put these back for the moment. It just wasn't gonna work. Oop. Okay, that's already connected. What we can do is we can just connect from here. No, we won't be able to do that either. Okay, we gotta move it over to not center, but close to center. It's not quite centered. Okay, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to get rid of this again. Yeah, and it's gonna have to go, it's like here? Is it? Or is it center? No, it's not quite center, it's like, or maybe it's there. Architecture, let's grab ourselves a ladder again. Okay, that does look like it, or close. Anyway. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. Well, you kind of can. Yeah, if I moved it over to center, that would fix it. Yeah, maybe it is center, and I'm just not. It just doesn't look like it. It's like there and there. Yeah, it's not quite center. Like it's off slightly. Yeah, this way's fine. We'll take it. We shall take it. Okay. So now I just gotta connect this over to there. Kind of redo this. Run it to that connector. Okay, now we're pumping fuel. Oh, you can hear all the generators kicking on. That's cool. And we're going to have to turn a bunch of generators off. Because we don't have, the fuel's not, the pipes are not full of fuel yet. So, we're going to have to give that time. We can run these things. Oh, they are diesel. Okay. I was incorrect earlier. They do have a diesel sound to them. There we go. Just waiting for the autosave to finish up. It's hard to notice, but anyway. Yeah, we're just gonna go all along and yeah, look at that spike as well. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off like half of them. Also, those shafts are not spinning anywhere near as fast as they should. Or maybe that's just an illusion. Yeah, that's spinning too slow. So yeah, I don't know of any diesel engine that's a V6. They do exist, I'm sure. But I've only seen... Look at it, look, this is what I'm talking about. Why does it do that? Yeah, we need to turn most of these off, because those pipes need to get full first. We're just dropping the generators for a minute. I'll let this run for a little while, and then I'll turn these back on. Because not only we got to get the train stations full, you know what? This ain't too bad with that stick poking through. It doesn't cause... It's not glitching, it's just there. It's fine. But yeah, as far as diesel motors, I don't think I've ever seen a V6 diesel. I've seen inline 4s and inline 6s. I mean, not inline 4s, maybe it's inline 6. And then, like... Well, maybe, you know, there might be some V6 diesels out there that I've seen. I just don't remember all of them. These things, I have no idea. These look like con rods. These aren't attached, it looks like. Like, these two pieces, this bottom moving piece and this top moving piece are independent from each other. It seems, anyway. Just trying to figure out how this diesel motor works. Like, these look like con rods and the pistons moving in. Are they moving? No, they're moving together. Yeah, that would not work. Unless it's an inline 3. And it's got two pistons that come together and create like a compression to explode the diesel. I suppose. But if you have one piston side go out, then it can end up you get no compression. Yeah, that's strange. Yeah, that's something I've never thought about. I've never thought about bringing two pistons together to create the compression inside the cylinder. Most of what it is right now is the piston comes up against the engine's head, where the valves are usually stored. It comes up against the head and compresses it up against the head, and then creates that explosion. And it creates that compression against the head rather than two pistons together. That is interesting. That's an interesting concept. Two pistons coming together to create the compression. Although I don't know if they'd be strong enough. The pistons might not be strong enough to survive that kind of force. But then again, I don't know. That's one of them things where it's just a theory. Like the theory of the ceramic. Also, I need to move this. The theory of the ceramic pistons, or the ceramic pistons heads. Those have been a theory before. While, yes, incredibly weak, ceramic dissipates heat quite effectively and very quickly as well. So the engine or the pistons would run much cooler and be less susceptible to damage if you could find another metal that wasn't ceramic that could do that. Because I don't know if you've ever picked up like a hot bowl of soup in a ceramic bowl. The hot bowl of soup in that ceramic bowl, you notice the bowl is extremely, extremely hot, and the ceramic's like extremely hot too. Obviously, the temperature of the ceramics are really hot, but it's dissipating that heat quite effectively. So it's just one of them. It's just one of them theories. Yeah, the pistons come together to create the compression. That would be the only thing that would make sense on this type of motor. Is the pistons are coming together, creating the compression, the bang, and then they're getting pushed back out. And that's making these move. Maybe these are the con rods connected to the crankshaft, and these are the actual pistons themselves. And somehow they're interconnected, even though they move independently. Which also doesn't make sense either. The con rods and the pistons are usually one unit. Well, they're two units, but they're connected together as one unit. And as the force from the explosion pushes the piston down, that turns the crankshaft. And that does it to each individual cylinder, and they're all offset perfectly. To balance out the entire engine as it turns. So you're creating the driving force, I guess you could say. Something like that. Anyway, I need an access way to get down here too, eventually. Maybe we'll make like a stairway down this way. Something like that. Yeah, we'll make a stair. That was a bad idea. How are we gonna get down here? That would make sense. So we really don't have a choice. Maybe access it from outside. That could be something. Man, I gotta repaint these. Get rid of this ladder for now. I don't think I have any on me. I usually don't carry it around. Yeah, I don't have it on me. We can at least color them. Well, then we're kind of running up against the clock, though. But hey, we're back on. We're on generators. I'm gonna go down here. We'll see what the fuel levels are like, because these were full when we started today's episode. So yeah, these are plenty full. I think I'm gonna turn all the generators on and see how much we're draining. Yeah, these aren't draining as quickly as I thought. Like, the flow is very little. And they're burning. We need to make sure, though, as well. We'll do that next episode, but we need to make sure as well that we're making enough fuel for these things, and we're not just slowly running out of fuel. That's because that would be a rude wake-up call. I mean, not as rude as it, because we are storing power. That's the other thing, too. I would like to make a facility to fully store, like, a massive, massive amount of power. I want to be able to store up so that we can, so that should we have a critical failure, I wanted to hop on the train, should we have a critical failure with any kind of power, not that that would happen at this stage in the game, but or if we have a massive overload of power that we're using all of a sudden, we can take that on the chin without needing to worry, and probably wouldn't even notice in the first place. It's a little annoying underneath here when you're riding. Yeah, look at this fuel train, though. It's so damn long. That's not even massive. The biggest train I've ever made in Satisfactory was 50 cars. 50 cars long. The train probably was about a mile. Of course, in real life, you know, like a mile-long train is usually going to consist of hundreds of cars, not just like 50. It's gonna consist of hundreds of cars in order to get up to that point. I had to completely readjust this as well. So I don't know if I did this between this episode or if it was between the last episode, and I just completely forgot to mention it, but I wanted to be able to hook this railway network up to itself, basically, and I had to completely redo this block section. Because this block section, it looped in on itself, so the signals were trying to say it was looping in on itself, and it wasn't. But if I put a signal right here, where this control is, if I put a signal, one of these block signals or a path signal here, it turns the block into a loop, kinda, and it's very strange. Hey, there's the oil train. The front car's empty. That's about it, though. That's good. It's good to see if there is going to be a car empty. There's only one, because these are all hooked inventories anyway. Eventually, at some point. Yeah, we're still making plastic and rubber, so you know, creating them tickets. That's how I keep ending up with so many tickets each time. Is the sinking the plastic and rubber. Definitely, if you can sink plastic and rubber, do it. It's so worth it. I'm gonna ride the train back. Because eventually I want all these networks to connect at some stage. I want all the train networks that we got going around to each of the different places throughout the city. I want those to be able to connect, and not in like super weird ways or anything, but just being able to connect. So then we could do like we did in season 2, where we had a maintenance train that we could drive and go to each individual place. Of course, this is far beyond, as far as expansiveness, this is far beyond what we've dealt with in the past. Look at the flying manta ray as well. That's so cool. Just flies, just hangs out. That's probably going to be a park right there. That's the only thing I can do with it is a park. Ooh, it's a little glitchy in here. I wish they would do first person for vehicles. I hope they do eventually do first person for vehicles, because that would be really cool. Hey, it doesn't have to be, you know, super high quality or nothing interiors, but Just something to do a little bit of first-person vehicle run. And we're back at the fuel power plant, fuel power station. Fuel power. So now we're running off of fuel power. We don't need a whole lot. I'm going to start turning these on again. And we're going to see what we can produce here. Yeah, we're dropping something. Huh, that's really strange there. Don't know what that line is about. That's like dropping 1 megawatt. It's like there's nothing around here that would drop a megawatt if it was to go down. And these do 375 apiece, so quite powerful. We're going to be close to, if everything was running all at once, we're going to be really close to being able to produce power for that. I like the diesel sound. Yeah, it's definitely diesel. It'd be nice if it had like it had a starting the generator sound, you know, like a semi truck starting up. Because right here it's like just instantly on. It's not very great. Okay, yeah, look at that now. So we're now producing 11,255 megawatts, 50 megawatts. Yeah, what's going on there? Like the capacity. It's very strange. Yeah, we far exceed past that. So we're burning 30 fuel minutes, so 3 times 2 is 5, so that's 500 fuel per minute is what we're burning. Because 3 times 2 is 6, sorry, 600. I'm an idiot, sorry. 600, that's what I meant. We're burning 600 fuel a minute. So next time I think what we'll do is we'll make sure we're producing 600 fuel a minute. But that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory, and for this series for the week. So next week, obviously, we're going to continue along. Yeah, that's going to be it for this week. So hope you all have a good weekend, and what's not. My weekend's gonna suck because I got to swap a motor. So that motor that I mentioned. I mentioned at the beginning of the week, if you haven't watched that episode 126, that one I showed a picture of a car that I pulled a motor out of at a junkyard, and that's kind of a sneak preview to an upcoming picture montage video. It'll be just a picture montage of me talking about it, but yeah, that's a picture of a car that I pulled a motor out of, and I'll talk about that obviously in the proper video. But yeah, that's so this weekend for me is going to kind of suck because I gotta pull out the other motor, the blown motor, and then I gotta take this motor that we did pull out this junkyard. I gotta take that and put it in a car, and this was for a family member of mine. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. It's for a family member of mine, and because they blew their motor up, so we're swapping out. It ruined the block, so we had to swap motors. So hopefully this motor works for it. So yeah, wish me luck, I guess. Anyway, so again, hope you all have a good weekend, and also I do hope you enjoyed this episode. So and until next time, as the train rolls into the station, I guess it's a goodbye.